What's up everyone, Atron here with another Hearthstone video, and today I'm going to be talking about the deck that I just used to hit Legend with in the new expansion Meanstreets of Gadgetzan. So here's the proof, I hit Legend, so I'm rank 5 right now, and then this is the deck list that I used to get Legend. So Pirate Warrior, and I actually made this deck list probably around I don't know, a little less than 24 hours ago, somewhere around there though. I think like 5 a.m. Yesterday. Anyway though, so we got two Nazas First Mates, Patches the Pirate, which is one of the new legendaries from the set, Sir Finley from League of Explorers, the Small Time Buccaneers, which are new pirates, really great in the deck, make Pirate Warrior a lot better. South Sea Deckhands, classic cards, upgrade as well. Teched in 1 Swamp Ooze because there's a lot of people running Pirate Warrior right now, so it's a pretty solid card to deal with like the mirror match. Like you'll win a lot more games by having it in the deck. Bloodsail Raider, a lot of great synergy, you know, with your weapons and whatnot. Fiery War Axe, obviously, Heroic Strike, and put in the new Warrior Legendary as well, Hobart Grapple Hammer. I feel like this card actually makes the deck a lot better, and I'll go over that in a sec after I go over the rest of the cards, because I know that a lot of other Pirate Warrior decks don't have him in the list, but I think he's definitely worth running. So you've got the Bloodsail Cultists, like they'll give the +1/+1 to the weapons, and as long as you have another pirate out, and that was super solid, good 3-drop. 1 Frothing Berserker, still really strong. Can you get some? He can carry a game if they don't have removal for him. Dread Corsair, some great synergy with the weapons. Horcron Elite, just charge 4 to the face. Mortal Strike, 4 damage, potentially 6, depending on what your health's at, and it gives you some reach. So, some great way to get past taunts and things like that. If they make a wall of taunts, you can potentially get around them through the Mortal Strike. And then Reapers, and filling out the end of the list with Leroy. But I want to go back to Hobart Grapple Hammer because he's a new legendary for this new set of cards, and I know there's definitely some lists out there that have him in the deck, but I would say there's more that don't from what I've seen. But I think he's totally worth it just because of what he can kill. So if let's imagine you play Hobart, then you're only getting 4 weapons that are actually buffed, which is your Fiery War Axes and your Arcanite Reapers. But those buffs are insanely huge, especially if you happen to have coin and you're going second, so you can coin out Hobart Grapple Hammer and then potentially play Fiery War Axe on 2. Now it has 4 attack. So this is really great for going against things like Shaman, where they have Totem Golem, which is a really common 2-drop for them, and it has 4 health. So that's really nice for that. Obviously the extra damage is really good, and Shaman's relatively common right now as well. The other thing, the other big one that I think having it for the Reapers is really important is because there's quite a few Druids right now, and a lot of them are running Jade, and the Jade Behemoth, it's a perfect target to be able to kill a Jade Behemoth. So if your Arcanite Reaper is at 6 attack, it's going to be able to instantly kill a Jade Behemoth as soon as you play it, as opposed to having to trade something else in, or maybe have to use upgrade or a cultist, and you wouldn't normally be able to do that. Hobart will allow you to use your weapons to kill something like this immediately. And it's not just the Jade Behemoth. Probably the more common one is in a lot of dragon decks, like Dragon Priest, the Twilight Guardian. I'm just gonna go to the last page here, second to last. So 6 health. So if you have Reaper on 5, maybe you went first, and on 4 they put a Guardian out, and then you got Reaper on 5, then now you can do 6 damage to it. I mean, it doesn't feel the greatest if you don't draw your weapons and you play Hobart, but I mean, it's Hearthstone. There's going to be a little bit of RNG involved. That's just the way it is with the card game. But overall, the deck is extremely consistent. There is a lot of consistency in the deck, just because a lot of things are really cheap mana cost. So you're able to pretty much play out a various number of cards and potentially win the game with various combos. But Hobart especially Really great. Like obviously, like if you have Hobart in hand, I usually keep Hobart on turn 1, and then and if I have Fiery War Axe, definitely keep both of those. Like those are like auto keeps in every hand, especially with coin. You definitely want to keep Hobart, and then First Mate. I'll always keep like First Mate. You always want to mull Patches. Always want to mull Patches the pirate. You always want him in the deck. That's how you get the full value of the deck, or of Patches the pirate himself. And then the other thing on top of that, because I've seen a lot of other Pirate Warriors players do this, including myself multiple times, is you want to make sure you attack with him, because there's been a lot of games where when I first started playing him, like I just forgot, like I like play my 1-drop, which would be like First Mate or something. I hit face for 1, and then like end my turn, and all of a sudden you see Patches shoot out of the cannon, and then you forget to attack with him, and it's like, well, crap, I missed 1 damage. And my friend, I was actually watching him play Pirate Warrior earlier, and he actually lost the game, and his opponent had 1 health, and he missed his first attack with Patches. So I mean, literally, that would have been the difference of the game, assuming everything else stayed the same. But just attack with Patches. Make sure you take your time and get your attacks off with Patches. Sir Finley. Typically, you want to look for Hunter hero power, like if you think you have the damage, or you want to look for Warlock hero power, life tap. If you feel like you kind of need some help with your hand, it can help you refill your hand, especially against control decks. In the mirror, it's debatable. I mean, typically you probably want against aggro decks, you usually want Hunter hero power. Maybe you take the Mage hero power if that's what you can get. But I would say the Hunter hero power, so Steady Shot, life tap from Warlocks, Mages. You want the Fire Blast, the Mage hero power. Those are probably the top tier, 3 of them. Those are probably the best ones. So that's usually what you're looking for whenever you play Finley. And then you'll pretty much keep any 1-drop though, except for Southsea, unless you have Upgrade. Or maybe you have First Mate and Coin. It's a decent turn, or it's on turn 1 to play First Mate, Coin, deckhand, and then you get Patches out of the deck, and then you're actually swinging for 4 damage on turn 1. Well, I mean, it's the second turn of the whole game because you went second, but you're able to do 4 damage, after they took their first turn. So it's a pretty solid first turn if you're on the Coin. And then I probably mulligan. I think I mulligan deckhands if I'm not on the Coin though. But I'll keep Buccaneers and First Mates and Sir Finley. Sometimes keep Upgrade, and then definitely keep Ooze against Warriors and Shamans. So in terms of the mulligan, that's usually what you're looking for. And always keep War Axe and Hobart. You can keep Bloodsail Raider if you have War Axe. If you have Upgrade or First Mate, it's okay to keep Raider as well. But yeah, I mean, typically, if you don't have a 1-drop, you should always mulligan the Raider or anything else. And then yeah, I always keep Hobart and Fiery War Axe. The other 6 synergy that I actually didn't even talk about yet, by having Hobart plus Fiery War Axe, especially on the Coin, this is absolutely insane if you can do this. But if you coin Hobart turn 1. Turn 2, your War Axe is now a 4/2 weapon, right? So you play Fiery War Axe on turn 2. This allows you to now play a Dread Corsair for free on turn 2 as well. So you would have Hobart, assuming that he's stuck on the board. Chances are he probably did. He might have died. It depends what you're playing against. And so, I mean, but regardless, this is what you have guaranteed. You have a 4/2 weapon, because you played Hobart. You have the fire from the Fiery War Axe. You can play the Dread Corsair for free. So if you have Fiery War Axe, Hobart, Dread Corsair in hand, you should keep these cards in the same hand for sure. Even if you don't have a 1-drop, it's fine. Especially on the Coin. Maybe on the Coin, maybe you want to mulligan it, but for the most part, I would keep Fiery War Axe, Hobart, and Dread Corsair pretty much in every matchup, because you're able to go, like I said, Hobart. And then, potentially, if you have the Coin, and then you can play Fiery War Axe and play Dread Corsair for free, and then you get Patches the Pirate out as well. So, you put 8 power on the board in 1 turn, which is absolutely insane. This deck is definitely a top-tier deck right now. It has its weaknesses, though, for sure. There's a couple decks that counter it really well. One being Reno Lock, so that's a really solid deck against Pirate Warrior because they have a decent amount of taunts. They got heal. They run weapon destruction. Kazakis is absolutely devastating. Like, he can clear the board and gain armor, freeze minions. Like draw cards. That's it. Yeah, the deck is a pretty solid counter to Pirate Warrior. Although you can definitely win. I've actually won a few games where they played Reno Jackson and went back to 30 life, and I still won the game. So, I mean, even if they play Reno Jackson, don't fret. Like, you can still win the game. Just hang in there. Like, unless like it's really looking grim. Maybe they got like the Great Wall of China going up or something. Like, there's no way you're getting past all those taunts. If that's the case, then yeah, forget it. But I mean, and they're at 30 life, and you're one card or something. Yeah, like you probably just concede that game. But maybe you can hang in there. So because like I said, I've been able to beat a Reno Warlock where they played Reno and went back to full life, and I still managed to win the game. It's kind of rare though. Usually, if they play it, they win. And then, yeah, I mean, so Reno Lock is probably one of the toughest matchups. Shaman is actually like pretty decent against Jade Shaman. Is actually pretty decent against Pirate Warrior. And then I think that's pretty much it. Like, there, in terms of like the straight up like probably favored matchups for those decks. And then you have like your Taunt Warrior, where they're running like the the Bloodhoof Braves, and they got like the Bolster going, like with the I know a guy, and what's the other Bolster, and then they're running like the new minion that's the Public Defender. It's a 0/7. Stolen goods, that kind of stuff. I mean, like that, it's a cool deck. Like, and it definitely counters Pirate Warrior for sure. But that's kind of the thing, is like that's kind of all it does. So it's it's specifically designed to beat Pirate Warrior, and but it kind of loses to everything else. So it's not really, you're probably not gonna see it very often. Dragon Priest, today I went, when I hit Legend today, I played 11 Priests. I beat all Priests. Every single Priest was Dragon Priest. I beat them all. So you can definitely have a pretty good win rate against Priest, even when they have like Twilight Guardians and things like that. Respect like Dragonfire Potion, because that thing is really solid. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Like there's it's a pretty basic deck, just a face deck. You just want to take like value trades where you can, but typically you're just going to want to attack face and just ram everything into face, especially if you can't control the board anymore. Like, you take your value trades where you can. Against Shaman, you kind of want to clear some things off, and that's why it's kind of difficult against Shaman. I feel like they're slightly favored because you want to kill off their minions, but you kind of need to send the damage to face. So that matchup is a bit tough right now, because like they got like the new Jinyu Water Speaker that'll heal them, and like they got like a massive amount of taunts. Like they have a hero power that generates taunts. So it's somewhat of a problematic matchup for Pirate Warrior against Shaman, but pretty much everything else, like and Reno Lock, aside from those two decks, Pirate Warrior pretty much smacks all of them. I took this deck from rank 8 today all the way to Legend, and my final record, I believe, was 51-18. So I had like a little over like 70% win rate with this deck today, and like in the last like 24 hours. So a super solid list. I actually saw like another list that is extremely similar to mine before. Like I I made mine, and then like I was just looking to see like if any other people made lists, and yeah, I mean like there's a few like that are out there, like, but yeah, I mean like one of the biggest differences is that like I'm using Hobart instead, and other people aren't. So, but anyway, like I mean that's basically it for this video. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have something to learn. I'll be definitely making more videos like this. If if this is well liked and well received, then probably make another video where maybe I actually like playing games, showing you guys some more examples like on this specific deck. That's basically gonna do it for this video, everyone. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.